Okay, I see what it is. Continuous, I got you. It's the only mission I got. So. While we're in transit to the Gulf Force sector, I want to make sure our staff is clear on the current situation in space. Whoa, this setup reminds me of classes back in the academy. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
Oh, hey, both know how boring classes are. How about we talk about the future? Just the two of us.
Oh, back in Glasgow, you were allowed to hit on girls during class? No, Sue was the only idiot who would ever enjoy. The rest of us normal students actually took the class seriously. Look pretty happy with yourself. I just never got to go to real school, so this is pretty new to me. Really? How'd you learn the stuff you know then, Russo? There was a huge computer bank in my house. I learned most of it from that by studying it myself. Wowzer, Zuzu, you must be a genius. Zuzu was special, alright? From his studies to his mechanical skill, even to his athletic ability. No, come on, I'm not that special. My mom and dad just raised me that way, that's all. Mom and dad, huh? Zuzu? Now then, if we're all quite done with social hour, let's get the executive officer to explain the state of the wider Earth sphere. Allow me then. The XO usually comes as a little bit spineless, but he seems pretty sure of himself today. Yeah, he's 20% more handsome than normal. Yeah, the XO was an instructor back in the military academy, so this is all old hat. So I'm sure you're all over here. Zanskare has been expanding its influence over the Earth sphere recently. Fortunately, this has left EFF entirely on the back foot. No real surprise, the FF is still fighting with the Woogaroo out past Mars. Plus, the forces back planetside are overloaded dealing with the Kikaju and robot criminals. One of the most common reasons given for the weak EFF response to constant alertness against Xeon threats. Really? I thought Neo Xeon was pretty much under control between Sharp Rebellion and Blastus Box incident. When we say Xeon here, I don't just mean Neo Xeon, but also the Republic of Xeon. The Republic of Xeon that, after the 1 year war, the Psi 3 colony where the original Principality of Xeon was based out of, adopted a Republican form of government. Conversely, Neo Xeon is a purely anti-EFF organization formed from believers in the old Zabi family's philosophies. Though both use the same Xeon in practice, they're nothing alike. Very good, both of you are well studied, I see. SK just said that Republic of Xeon and Neo Xeon are in theory separate organizations at first glance. However, there's no end to talk that the Republic backed the Neo Xeon activities. What? So wait, the Republic is tricking the Federation while they help out terrorists? Mean, cheap jerks. I understand how you feel. That's the kind of world we live in. They're not the only problem here. The real problem is the Federation is too weak these days to step in and deal with with this crap. All that combined, the reason why it remains important to be aware of Zeon's activities, even with Neo Zeon largely suppressed. We can't say for sure, but it's most likely that the Republic of Zeon is taking a neutral stance, letting the EFF and Zanskar soften each other up. So there's no chance they'll align with one side or the other. I mean, two former destined rivals joining forces for a greater goal, that's... It sounds like a plot twist from one of your manga, Zuru. Well, here's hoping reality goes as well as his fantasy. Naturally, there's no way that Zeon would ever side with the Federation, but I also could never see them choosing to accept rule on the Zanskar. Why is that? Zeon's principal belief, fundamentally, the right of Space Nords to autonomy and self-determination. Meanwhile, Zanskar's goal is to unify humanity on the Marierism. Okay, so I've been fuzzy on that. What is Marierism? That's a good question. Let's find out. Okay, so it teaches the Queen Maria, pure Harmonia of the Zanskar Empire. Following her main teachings, revere the maternal Marierism, aim to make mankind repent its violent ways and live peaceful life. The Zanskar Empire made the spreading of Marierism its national policy. Here's the concept proposed by the Queen of the Zanskar Empire, Maria Pure Harmonia. Put simply, it is the belief that humanity's unceasing wars are the result of patriarchal society norms. Therefore, by converting the world to a matriarchal society, it will be possible for all humanity to achieve a peaceful way of life. At least that's the theory. Real lovely thought, right? Especially coming from a bunch of insane murderers tossing victims into guillotines. Correct. Pacifist ideology represented by Marierism and the rule through fear symbolized by the guillotine. These two opposing sides of the coin clearly show the contradictions in Zanskar. No one in their right mind would want to let a group like that rule the world. The Ligue Militaire was formed by people who thought just that, in fact. And just thinking of finding maniacs like that makes me mad. That's funny, Subaru. I thought you loved Marierism since you love women so much. Mostly hitting them, but still. Yeah, right. How can I get my groove if grooving with the wrong girl gets me blade through the neck for the World Turbo? Wow, this is rough. One way or another, it seems like you're ready to fight Zanskar if you have to. Absolutely, Boss Junko. Your Electro lit a fire in us. I think I still need a little time to sort out exactly what I think is right in this, but if nothing else, I can't excuse the indiscriminate use of the guillotine. One way or another, we can't spend our time fighting fellow humans if we're going to deal with the Wugo. So we'll fight as part of the FF to bring an end to this war. Hey, hold the phone here. Don't you talk for all of us. You feel differently, Suga? No, I agree entirely. However, I can't let Izuru have all the cool lines like this. I gotta get my own killer lines, and sometimes... Sorry, Suga. Next one is yours, okay? Ugh, I'm not looking for your help here. Now, let me explain the Dry Strager's broad mission plan here. While our mission against Zanskar are urgent, and our top priority is to deal with the Wubu advance team that's entered the Earth sphere. MJP has analyzed the Wubu actions in the Erectat sector and determined the main force is likely stationed in the Gopher sector. So we're headed to Gopher to investigate? Correct. However, we've noticed Zanskar units acting in the Gopher sector as well. Wait, so... if the Dry Strager can move forward with this, we may come in contact with Zanskar. This ship is hard to miss after all. We'll be past Alert Line 1 in 2 hours. All hands remain on standby in preparations for the unexpected circumstances. Zanskar and the Woogaroo. Whichever one will meet first, it's gonna be a fight, so... All units, fan out, investigate our surroundings. Not like we found anything notable in the areas we checked so far. If we don't find anything in the end, we should just be grateful we're worried over nothing. Of course, I seriously doubt we won't find anything. Detecting units, it's Zanskare. So you've come for us then. I knew it. Still, that ain't the biggest welcome committee I've ever seen. The Fire Ranger League military joint unit that Chronicle failed to break. I see some unfamiliar units in their formation. They should be a foe worthy of my time, you orders, Captain. Attack immediately. The defeat would be a good present for a young soldier like Chronicle. Perhaps he'll learn to respect his elders. Besides, with these forces, we can't possibly lose. Captain, Zanskare looks like they're moving to engage. Exactly as we expect. We need to fight back. There's quite a few enemies. I'll run you through the basics. No, fuck off with the basics. I don't need your shit. Get the fuck out of here. It's okay, my bad. We can handle it just fine. All units, engage at will. Be cautious, however. The enemy's making some bold maneuvers. They may have reinforcements waiting. Yeah. There's always reinforcements. I don't fucking care. All units be alert, something's approaching. Oh, cool. It's Neo Zeo remnants. They're preparing to attack. Looks like we have a three-way brawl in our hands. Neo Zeon seems to be solely targeting our forces. What the heck? Hey, didn't we just have a lecture about how Zeon and Zanskare couldn't get along? Complaining about the lecture won't change anything right now. They're working together now. We have to deal with that fact. Exactly as calculated. Now we can simply overpower them. They've got numbers. They've got the initiative too. We're gonna get overwhelmed. Damn it. If we could at least buy a little time. Everyone, fall back now. That was one big beam. Enemy units approaching. Is that a Gundam? It's got a similar head. Have to match our database to quasi-cyclone equipped test unit produced by Anaheim Electronics Co. The unit appears to be a variation of the match, the Silver Bullet. Can't be sure though, it's not broadcasting an IFF signal. Looks like it's fighting Neo Zeo forces. It's an ally, it's an ally! I think Kara's right, but I'm not sure. I don't know what pit you dragged yourself out of, but your last moments will be regret for daring to strike RBO Pipniden. Captain, the Silver Bullet's not responding to attempts to communicate. All units engage Neo Zeo Zanskare and keep an eye on that Silver Bullet. But in situations like this must all be part of the plan. You can't find the B Magnum again. Not while not with this thing like this. But I also can't turn around and ignore this. I've got to stop this before the worst she feared actually happens. Alright, so we gotta protect this idiot. That shouldn't be too easy. This shouldn't be too hard. Ah, I should have babied him. Too late now. Oh well.
攻撃は最大の防御だ。当ててやる。
直撃とまではいかないが、追撃するまでだ。いい加減にしろ。
やっぱそこに来たか。
予想通りだね、鶴が。
子供や主力隊だけに活躍させるわけには。食らいなさい。
ガンダムの伝説に食われるのか。ガンダムを落とせば直撃しろよ。
いい調子ね。自分でも信じられないくらいよ。
Oh, I do control this guy. I didn't know that. Thought he was gonna be a yellow. War between the EFF and Zanskar is only spreading. Maybe we ultimately can't do anything to fight the flow of history. But even so, I'll fight anyway.
一瞬の勝負。
Damn! Just appeared. Did I skip an animation, or is that just... Honestly, that's the animation that's kind of badass. I'm not even mad.
Zanskar が引かないと言うなら僕の邪魔をするな。
俺もガンダムの伝説の一部となるのか。イガミリティアの抵抗もここまでだ。ワイヤーが絡んだ時が最後だ。
見えているから避けられる。地球人同士で戦っている場合じゃないのに。接近戦で勝負。ここからだ。とどめだ。
Jesus.
少しでも敵戦力を削るんだ。相手をしてやるぞ GDF の新型。こいつはしびれるぞ。
なんかいい感じだ。
つるめのモビルスーツ可愛くないわね。捉えたわ。
俺はまだ。ザンスカールは放置できない。もらった。なんださっきの攻撃は。性能はこちらの機体と大差ないはずだ。ワイヤーが絡んだ時が。
無事に避けられてよかった。
お前俺のことを舐めてないか。
Banter is cute.
の目つきがいやらしいんだよこいつ。
胃が見る気やめ、ここまでだとは。見つけたぞガンダムもどき、いい加減にしろ。
正直すぎる攻撃だね。最適は対モビルスーツ戦術で隙が見えた。そこ
機体が爆発する。
本当の自分に向き合えずに歪んだ未練にとらわれないで希望の証探してできることから
Is it really the real Zeon pulling the strings of these foes? If it is, I will oppose anything that would make her hurt, that would make her sad. Let's see if I still
目標
control
を捕
that.
捉した。目の前の敵から叩く。
当たることはできない。彼らを止めることは
I did
彼
skip.
女の願いでもある。一瞬の勝負。
モニターの半分が死んだから。
That still looks badass. You're gonna attack my thing? Okay.
Theory 通り指揮官を落とす。こいつは痺れるぞ。
How did you miss, bro?
私の読み通りです。
I
敵モビルスーツの接近の阻止は1番2番衝撃砲攻撃用意。
了解。1番2番衝撃砲攻撃用意。
目標インレンジ。撃ち方始め。
バカだ。民間人の作るモビルスーツなどワイヤーが絡んだ時が最後だ。
狙いが甘くて助かるよ。反撃の隙が生まれた。落ちだよ。
コントロール系が破損したらと。
You guys are pathetic.
恐怖こそが人間を支配する。ワイヤーが絡んだ時が最後だ。
見えているのよ。
かっこいい。
ザンスカールのモビルスーツの確認。捉えたわ。
なぜ 踏み切れない。
Oh boy. At least you don't get hit for sure.
そこそこのスピードだけどそれだけだ。遅いんだよ。
そうきたか。
勘が当たっただけのくせによ。
俺でエースの相手が務まるのか。こいつ使いこなす。
的外れもいいとこだよ。
Shit. Fuck it. He can probably take a hit. Survive.
落ちろ。
Come on, buddy. Dodge. Good, 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 good.
朝木にしちゃやるじゃねえか。
どういう意味だそれは。恐怖で人を支配するような連中が相手か。こいつを使うぞ。何？
ザンスカールと手を組むというならそこまでよ。
俺もガンダムの伝説に食われるのか。ガンダムタイプやれるのか。来るなら来い。
何度もラッキーが続くわけないわよね。
お嬢さんのサポートはお任せ。当ててやる。
機体捨てるしかない。
モビルスーツのデータは揃ってんだよ。放す。
調子づかせては厄介なことになる。よくもやってくれたな。来るなら来い。
命中精度はいまいちだな。
Yeah, it just shows up. Holy shit, that is badass as fuck. When he counterattacks, you see him going up to it. When he just attacks, he just fucking attacks. Let's go teamwork.
マリアすぎなんてお題目を聞く気はないんだよ。遅いんだよ。
こんなに負けるのか。民間人の作るモビルスーツなどワイヤーで絡め取る。
たかがこけ落とし。
あとは私が。接近戦をやるしかない。
機体が爆発する。
ザンスカール帝国の進行をここで止めます。1番2番衝撃砲攻撃用意。
了解。1番2番衝撃砲攻撃用意。
目標インレンジ。撃ち方始め。
威勢がいいだけの攻撃なのにこんな距離で。
恐怖政治なんてやる連中はこいつ。
女に負けるのか。出てきた以上女でも容赦しないぞ。ワイヤーが絡んだ時が最後だ。
シュラク隊をなめるな。
釣り目のモビルスーツ可愛くないわね。弾幕を張る。
限界だ。脱出を。
俺でエースの相手が務まるのか。
一気に飛び込む。逃がすものか。
好きになれそうにない相手だね。そこそこのスピードだけどそれだけだ。もらった。
そうきたか。
勘が当たっただけのくせによ。
Damn.
ここは絶対に通さない。
いずれのやつ気合入りまくってんな。
今がチャンスだ。ここからだ。終わりだ。
としたことが。
Better than I give you credit for. I remember this gigantic Federation battle trip. You'll pay for it. Let's wait a little bit. I actually like the look of these mobile suits.
そんな攻撃当たらない。
Forget what they're called.
ザンスカールと手を組むというなら
Zaku-esque look without the
落ちなさい。
Kind of great.
この程度のことはか。
Oh, I didn't need to skip his crying about it. Yeah, fuck it. Not the best odds, but she can take a hit.
落ちろ。
No,
このままでは危険かも。
俺たちで K を守る。
敵機の解析は完了。
come on, he had a 30% chance. He hit.
全センサー最大化。
He got a 50% chance. I feel like you're gonna.
出力最大で発射。
Ah, big girl. Wreck that shit. You're
当たってしまったか。
ザンスカールと手を組むというならバカにしないでよ。
もはや限界寸前か。ガンダムを落とせばここまでだ。
これくらいはやってみせないと。
あとは任せてくれれば。これならここは引くしかない。
You'll regret every foolish enough to come up to Space League militaire. I know this pilot. I fly back on Earth too. I've been given command of this fleet, and I must prove myself worthy of it. Your corpse will prove that quite nicely. You'll happily endanger the whole world and use Marionism as an excuse to do anything you want, won't you?
ザンスタールが引かないというなら威力はライフル以上なんだ。何？いけるか？これまでだ！次に備えろってことだね。
恐怖で人を支配するような連中が相手か。こいつを使うぞ。私をここまで追い詰めるとはやるな。いけるか？これまでだ！危機回避力は抜群だな。
あとは私がその1ならこれで
この私が
What a failure! However, you find our Bayo Pimpenden is not unprepared for the worst case scenario. There's even more baddies! Well, we only got one choice, fight through every last one of them. Wait, hold on. More constant inbound from different directions. The Woogaroo. Check that out, it's a really big one they've got with them. Captain! Yes! If they have a warship, they must be the main force of the advanced team from before. Now the cursed aliens have shown up, obliterating our forces in the area. Zanskar, Captain, this is Commander Mitsuba Grey Valley of the Earth Federation Forces, Captain of the Drash Trader. Are you surely aware that Wagaru are the enemy of humanity? I propose ceasefire and fight them together. L3's Federation territory, you should fight your own battles yourself. Zanskar retreating. He doesn't get it at all, does he? Captain, your orders, so be it. Have to do this with or without him. Not because it's Federation space, but for the survival of all humanity. Roger that, man. That's it, shivers down my spine. Now we're really talking. Silver Bullet Pilot, are you in agreement? Yes. He's kind of unfriendly, but at least he isn't a terrible person. Just like you, Az. Just like you, Az. Uzo, keep her quiet, or else. All units, commence the attack. We'll destroy this Woogaroo advanced team here and now. Won't let them get an inch closer. They'll get an inch closer.
Interesting.
モビルスーツと似たような機体ならば私たちの連携を見せるよ。こっちで気をそらす。やらせるか。もらった。タイミングを合わせて。正面から来るなんて。各機はこちらの支援を。
可能な限りやってみる。
敵機捕捉、パターン入力。逃がさない。
Real robot to do some support defend.
This ここよりウルナルを進ませてはなりません。ミサイルキャニスタースタンバイ。
目標インレンジ。
こちらの装甲はそう簡単には抜けない。頑張ってね、ケイ。
機体に添えるといいけどね。距離再計算。来た。逃がさない。
モビルスーツと似たような機体なら戦いようはある。そんなとこにいるなら。そんなものに。
もうジョブソンのサポートはお任せ。こいつでノックダウンだ。もらった。一丁やってやるか。当ててやる。
アサギなら倒せるはずだ。
失敗しなきゃな。今だ。下手に動かなくてよかった。
連携で戦うっていい感じ。射程に入った。
与えられた任務をしっかり果たす。ソードカウンターでまだまだ。終わりだ。これも秘めた力のおかげかな。
なわけないだろ。
戦うしかないんだから。隙が見えた。そこ。
Simple and fun.
歪んだ 敵が来るぞ。
分かってる。聞いてくれないなら次に備えろってことだね。
なのらウルガに負けてられないのら。突っ込んでってドーン。行ってきまんます塩辛パワー。やっぱ塩辛は無敵なのら。うっそ、敵機確認。
やるしかないじゃないか。
じゃ
僕の邪魔をするな。こっちに対応できてないんだ。
援護射撃なら任せとけ。こいつでノックダウンだ。もらった
That's cheesy.
懐に入りさえすればこっちのもんだ。食らえ。
Mid-size enemy warship looks to be the core of the Woogaroo line. Mid-size? So they even come even bigger than this thing? Heh, no complaints from me. I don't even need to aim to hit this thing. Don't charge in too fast, Zuru Tamaki. One solid hit from that ship's guns can take you out for good. Roger that. But the only real chance we've got is to try to get close on a blind spot anyway. Let's do it, everyone. Let's kick the Woogaroo out of the Earth sphere.
ルガルにやられる俺じゃないんだよ。
ゴールド4は応戦を。
了解だ、任せとけ。お前の運命は俺の手の中ってな。とどめだ。
I'll make this quick. Just gonna do a little test run. No enemy. I'm just gonna dodge. Focus according to plan. I'm gonna make some money doing this. 700. See if that helps. All Woogaroo units have been destroyed. Man, their machine should do explode good, huh? Yeah, and thanks to that, it's almost impossible to get any data on our enemy. You're leaving, right? Thank you very much. We might not have survived without you. Would you permit me to tell us organization with Silver Bullet? Can't say anything. Ideally, I ask that you forget you ever saw me. Who's that for that matter? What was that all about? Whoever he was, he's a good person. How can you be so sure? So I just can't. But also, it's usually right about this sort of thing. What's that mean, boss? That boy feels things so directly, so purely. I'm sure whoever that guy was, he must have been a little like our Uso. That makes zero sense. That isn't really the problem. The real problem is Zanskar and Neo Zeon remnants are actually working together. Captain, I'll report to Commodore Fikes about today's events, including about the Woogaroo. However, I'll keep the Silver Bullet's involvement hidden. Are you sure about that? It's the only way we can show our appreciation. Captain, I'm a human being before I'm a soldier, that's all. Of course, it's all assuming that whatever organization he's with is not an enemy of ours or of humanity. Understood. Besides, to fight our host of enemies, we will need more allies, more forces. Therefore, I brought Commodore Fikes about Zanskar and the New Zeon remnants, as well as our destruction of the Woogaroo advanced team. Will we continue to patrol L3 for the time being? No. Dress Traeger has been given a new mission. Then talking to Commodore Fikes. Shouldn't be up here as no one's allowed to bridge without authorization. Sorry, I wanted to thank him for letting me on the ship. You wanted to meet Commodore Fikes? Yeah. Sorry, but the meeting ended just a little while ago. Can you at least tell me our next mission? Alright, I'll tell you and the bridge crew together. Tassan's jurisdiction being expended today, we can now carry out operation anywhere within the Earth sphere. So we're officially an independent force of the FF now. Correct. We are formally operating under Independent Corps Drakus. German for the Three Crosses. Our journey began at Military Academy 30. Roman numerals XXX. Three Crosses. Which also represent three intersections we stand for. Between the military and civilians, the Earth and space, the past and the future. At least that's my proposal as Captain.
But if someone else has an idea, I'm open to it. Oh, I see. We're gonna just leave it at that, I think. Yes, sure. Very well. We'll be known as Drake Cruz from now on. Drake Cruz will, from this point forth, commence operation with unlimited jurisdiction. What is our mission exactly? We'll start by having one of our targets, Commodore Fikes, identified. He also suggested going to the orbit base and using it to descend down to the Earth's surface. I intend to try to gather forces from the surface when we do so in order to help fight foes we face up here like Zanskar. And that's going to lead to world peace as... I need to know, Captain. If we keep fighting like this, we will eventually achieve peace as... That's a little broader than our strategy usually works. I'm asking the Captain. Mind your fucking business. Sorry. Please tell me, Captain, at the end of the day, what are we fighting for? Chaos, I'll tell you that what I think we need to achieve world peace. Our goal is, that we are working towards, is the unification of Earth. Unification of Earth? Does that mean fighting every single enemy? Exactly. Unification means the whole world working as one. If anyone stands in the way of peace, we'll fight anyone we need to. Even if we have to go to war with major political powers. I believe that right now that is the duty of those with real power. Alright. Captain Mitsuba, I'll join you in the fight for that dream. Don't hesitate, I'll be a proud member of Drake Cruz. Thank you, Oz. Well then, Captain, your orders? Right. Well, with that out of the way, Drake Cruz will start operating on the Earth Unification Proclamation. Aye, aye, Captain. Now we can finally begin our grand mission in earnest. Fighting as hard as we can for the dream of world peace. Oh, that did not work as well as I hoped. An expanded scope of activity to the entire Earth sphere, Trace Traeger sets out his next battlefield and know full well that war is spreading far and wide across the Earth sphere. Captain, we received some supplies to go with the Draxdrago's launch. These supplies represent the hopes riding on us. We'll do our best to put them to use. Supplies represent riding on us. Supplies, hopes. Container, supplies, hope, supplies, container. What's going on, Navy? Part required. It's precious treasure even. Oh, look at that. It's rarer than rare. It's super rare. In summation, the appraiser's finish and it's 4 stars. Whoa, we finally got a 4-star. Not exactly sure to understand how we arrived at that number, but it certainly seems incredible. Chief, the main system responsible for analyzing part has itself put together some new part designs for us. Was it inspired after appraising the super rare? Or is this system's way of expressing rivalry? Whatever the case, we lucked out this time. You hear that, XO? There are parts out there beyond a lot's imagination. Some are born from genius, flight, or fancy. Some are born from ancient life, and some are the products of pure chance. If we find them, the maker's way strong. Understood? Let's make that glitch keep blah blah blah. Well, hell yeah. Just thinking about the unseen treasures waiting for it gets me pumped. I fucked up. Captain? What is it, Az? Were you waiting for me? Yes, actually. Ah, here to negotiate a raise, are you? Well, you have the EXO to charge of payroll, so you have to talk to him. No, I'm not. I was kidding, Az. You were so serious. I couldn't resist poking a little fun at you. Sorry. My family used to say something very similar. Ah, brother, is it? What kind of person is he? He's a normal person, I guess. He's very stingy when it comes to money. Thought that might be a good opening, but you really don't want to talk about personal subjects, do you? So, serious time. What did you need from me? So, hope you tell me a little more about your Earth Unification Declaration. It's exactly what I said it was when I proposed it. Fight and oppose all the enemies in order to unite humanity with enemies here, meaning anyone who wants to take peace and freedom from people. Won't hesitate to fight existing authorities and organizations to accomplish that goal. Were you thinking about this even when you were still a student? In fake terms, at least. I think our world is worth loving, but I also think that doesn't mean it shouldn't be changed for the better. After I became the captain of the Dres Traeger and gained the ability to fight, that thought turned into something more specific. So I probably sound like I'm coming across a bit like a fanatic. Is it really that shocking? No! I'm surprised myself, to be honest. I almost can't believe I declared it out loud like that. Is that so? Look at me right now. I feel like I'm about to collapse from the pressure at any moment. Captain. But listen, that doesn't leave this room. I can't keep a crew if I can't keep a handle on myself. Are you scared? Scared to fight under my command? As I said back then, I agree with your idea, Captain. So I'll fight right by your side. Thank you, Az. Now I've laid myself bare, as it were, so now it's your turn, huh? As a comrade, I'm fighting along. I'd really like to know more about you, Az. Is that part of your job as a captain? Not really. I personally want to get to know you a little better. If you're really not comfortable with that, it's just... I'll think about it. Oh, Az. Seems you were shot down. I didn't know you would like eavesdropping. Nasty habit if I say so myself. I'm very sorry. I was trying to speak up, but it seemed to me there was a bit of a moment and I wasn't sure if I should step in. You aren't one to hide your affections, are you, EXO? EXO, you've had eyes on your mind since we met her, after all. Well, the technical term for the age gap is Mondo. But just keep it appropriate and I think you won't go down in flames immediately. Captain, please. You're a million miles an hour here. Just don't tell me you let your heart get better if you pay negotiations, alright? Of course. So there's someone interested in that girl other than me, albeit in a different manner. As St. Claus. The Dry Traeger, the Huckabane, and her. This could be very interesting. Why did he hide her face like I don't know who the fuck that is? Fuck you, game, for treating me like an idiot. think I'm gonna call it, and see some more of this shit later.
バン、ご飯作ったからそろそろ休憩にしようよ。
Ethan, I made late lunch, so let's take a break.
分かった。塩に胡椒、ウスターソースのマヨネーズ、ドレッシングを用意して。
Got it. I'll add some salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce, mayonnaise, and a bit of salad dressing.
またそんなにいっぱい調味料かけて。
Man, way too many condiments again.
切ない。
So bittersweet.
皆さんもご飯を食べてゆっくり休んだら必ず戻ってきてくださいね。